In Dayton, Ohio, 4 15-year-old teenagers had come up with a plan to book a Lyft ride, and when the driver would arrive, pull guns out and steal the driver's vehicle. And luckily for the teen, the first driver was a woman who, when threatened, quickly gave up her car to the teens, and after stealing the vehicle, the thieves would foolishly decide to drive it back to the residence of one of the suspects named Tylon Peaks, before going back out to do the same thing to another driver. But this time the driver named Brandon Cooper wouldn't give up his car so easily, causing 2 of the teens named Tylon Peaks and Travion Mitchell to shoot the man execution style in the head, before running back off to the home where the first stolen car was parked, leading to the SWAT team raiding the home hours later and taking Tylon and Travion into custody, and eventually getting them to break under pressure and confess to their sadistic murder of an innocent man.
I woke up and I just seen the SWAT team when, cause my friend woke me up, he said, "Bro, the SWAT team is outside." I said, "Why?" He said, "You don't know, bro, we gotta go outside." So that's when me and my friends went outside. I just end up here.
Okay, well, let's back way up then, because obviously the day that you start with the SWAT team. What happened way before you woke up to the SWAT team?
I was chilling.
Where were you chilling at?
322 a.m.
Who were you there to chill with?
Me and Ray.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray. But I just had pulled up, and then that's when I got sleepy, so I went to sleep.
I'll be frank with you. I know you didn't go to sleep. That's not what happened. We expect you to be honest with us because we are honest with you.
I did go to sleep.
I'm not going to lie to you, so I prefer that you don't lie to me. When we ask you questions about what happened, know that we already know what happened. I'm seeing if you're going to be honest with me, and you haven't been so far. And we're right at the beginning, so that's kind of silly, right?
Okay.
So we know that you and Ron and Trey and Ray caught a Lyft earlier today.
So I don't remember who I caught no Lyft. I was at the house, I went to sleep. I ain't catch no Lyft. I don't even got Lyft money to catch Lyft.
The plan's never to pay for it. The plan was to steal a car that's in the garage at the house where you were laying your head. Or where you say you were laying your head. How old are you?
15.
15. Okay. You wouldn't be the first 15-year-old to sit in that chair.
No.
And you wouldn't be the first 15-year-old to catch adult charges for this kind of thing, okay?
You guys gonna charge me for it, y'all?
We're going to charge you for 2 counts of aggravated robbery and a count of aggravated murder. This isn't the first Lyft you guys have done. You've probably done 10 of them, okay? You're gonna go get locked up this morning for 2 counts of aggravated robbery. You took 2 cars this morning. And the second one resulted.
Do you understand?
What proof do y'all got?
You're in the house where the car's at first.
Right, I was asleep. That don't mean I took the car. I was asleep all day. I did not know y'all was there.
What do you think that everyone else is? What do you think everyone else has been in here and said, sitting in that chair right there?
I don't know what they said. I don't know.
You're right. You don't know what they said, but we know what they said. So tell me what happened tonight. How did you guys all get together?
They called me.
Say again.
They called me and asked me to come over.
We gonna go hit a lick? What was the plan?
Find some girls.
All right. So did you find any girls?
Yeah.
Okay. They just didn't want to hang out? Okay. So, at some point you all leave, right? And you go get an Uber. Is that fair? Were you going to go somewhere? Okay. What was the plan? Just take their car?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're telling the truth, man, and I appreciate that, okay? That's all we want. When they got there, was it a man or woman that came?
A woman.
Okay. Do you remember what kind of car it was? The car that's in your garage?
Probably, yeah.
Probably or yes? Okay. It's a Subaru. And it was you, Ray, Ty, and Ron. Fair? Okay. Was the plan to always to rob her? Or did somebody say something while you were driving? Or how did it happen?
Just happened.
Did you drive?
No, I don't know how to drive.
Okay. Who drove?
I don't know.
Come on, man. You can't do this, Tylon. This doesn't work, man. Who got in the driver's seat?
Ty, I think.
Who drove the car?
Ty.
Do you feel bad about what happened? I just told you, ag robbery, ag murder. You know exactly
Who did I murder?
what
Who
here.
did I murder?
His name was Brandon.
I don't know who Brandon is.
You don't have to know somebody to kill somebody, believe it or not.
So y'all trying to say I killed somebody?
You were part of this murder scheme.
Look at all these pages. You're not number one, bro. Okay?
Can you read? You can't read them out?
No, I'm not gonna read anything. I don't tell you what I know. You tell me what you did. And that's how this works. I didn't shoot this man. We're here, man. Look at me. We're here. Okay? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's unfortunate. It sucks. It was a terrible decision. But if you shot this man, just tell me you shot this man, man. And so we don't keep doing all this. Okay, I'm gonna keep making notes and writing stuff that's gonna walk us in circles, and it's all lies, man. It's all just nonsense.
Alright, I did.
Huh?
I did.
You did it. Where did you shoot him from?
Twice inside the car, once outside the car.
Twice inside the car, once outside the car. Were there any bullets left in your car, in your gun?
Do you feel bad about what happened?
Yeah, I didn't know he got murdered.
What did you think happened when he crashed?
He got out.
Did you see him get out?
I told you I ran. I just ran.
Unfortunately for the 4 teens, they wouldn't be able to run away from the impending aggravated murder and robbery charges, but only Travion and Tylon were the ones charged as adults and sentenced to 27 years to life, while the other 2 teens' full identities were not revealed, as they were charged as juveniles for the lesser role that they played in the murder. In Lake County, Florida, a 9-year-old girl named Jamaria Sessions was found dead after being abused for a prolonged period of time by her father's girlfriend named Tyshelle Martin, and on Jamaria's final day, she was beaten, pushed, and kicked before having a 100-pound Rottweiler sicked on her, all while she was severely dehydrated and malnourished, as water and food were purposely being kept from her, leading to her demise. And after her death, police would pick up Tyshelle for an interrogation, where the unimaginable suffering Jamaria had to endure was broken down more in detail.
She died from her injuries. So it's kind of like death by 1,000 cuts. You ever heard of that? Like you get a little paper cut and it doesn't kill you, right? You get a lot of them. Well, then now your immune system's jacked up because it has to fix these things. It requires energy from your body, so you break down muscle, which breaks down proteins that go in your kidney. It's a whole thing, right? And then she has all these injuries that are staggered historically long. So she's been whipped, she's been pinched, she's been punched, teeth broken, bit in the back of the head by a dog, possibly. She has all these injuries that her little body is trying to fix, right? All at one time, and it's a lot. And then she's not given nutrition. She's not given proper amounts of water. She's not given proper amounts of food. And we know this because during the autopsy, we empty their stomachs, we check their bladders. I know what color her urine is. Her urine looked like coffee. And she had so little fluids in her body that we barely didn't get enough blood because her body didn't have enough hydration. So we know she was dehydrated, we know she wasn't fed, and we know she has all these injuries that she's trying to recover.
So I did have moments that I did react to being tired of her not listening to me.
Do you remember what she had not listened to on that day?
That's what I was trying to think of. I think it was the fact that she was being sexual. I think it was the sexual thing that made me react like that, because I felt like she's too little of a girl to be talking about and asking my older girls about sex and asking them why they want to take penis in their and stuff like that. I just probably was overwhelmed with all of that. Am I able to call my mom?
Yeah, you will be able to call your mom. We have to get you booked in, and you can definitely call your mom.
Both Tyshelle and Jamaria's father, named Lawan Sessions, were arrested, but Tyshelle was charged with first-degree murder and several child abuse charges, while Lawan was charged with aggravated manslaughter of a child for allowing his daughter to be continuously abused, and if found guilty, Tyshelle faces up to the death penalty, while Lawan can face up to 45 years in prison. In Jacksonville, Florida, 3 people named Alan Wade, Michael James Jackson, and Tiffany Cole had planned to rob an elderly couple named James and Carol Subner. During this robbery, the trio would kidnap the elderly couple and steal their banking information before deciding to bury them alive. And while interrogating Michael James Jackson, he would lie and deny any involvement in the couple's murder, but admit to being a part of the robbery, as officers sat by and allowed Jackson to incriminate himself by confessing to various crimes at different points within the interview.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, in the beginning, I told y'all, yeah, I was there. I said I held a flashlight.
Yep.
I said, you know what I'm saying, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not denying at the time, okay, that I didn't know what I told you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not denying that. But what I'm denying, what I f***ed up was, like I said, I shouldn't have never said I was there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had nothing to do with killing nobody. You know what I'm saying? I might have known about the shit and all this other shit, but as far as having anything to do with it,
Well, tell me what you know about it, then.
it's as simple as that. It's like I said, I knew basically what happened, and
Ain't no basic. Come on, we don't deal in this little, something sort of might have. I mean, you got something to tell me that you say is going to clear you. Tell me in plain English what you're trying to tell me. Don't beat around the bush and hint at different things for me to take 6 different ways. I mean,
but see, you said something's gonna clear me though. But see, I don't know what it is because, like, my parents seeking.
there may be nothing that can clear you. You know what I'm saying? There may be nothing that can clear you. Because so far, I mean, you give me about 300 different versions of things that happen. So, I got to throw out at least 299 of those versions.
At least give us hey, I was in Vegas that night.
I know I'm blocking my own self from being accepted here. So you know what I'm saying.
But I mean, you keep giving me a story, but then you don't give me nothing to back it up. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the point though. Like,
I mean, if I tell you I'm a police officer, you want to at least see some credentials that says, damn, he is a police officer. You give me something, but you ain't give me nothing to back it up. They ain't never give me nothing to back it up.
What do you need though? That's what I'm saying. What do y'all need?
I need
You can
the
say,
truth.
tell me this, tell
I
me
need
that.
the truth. No, I haven't said tell me this. I need the truth. What did you know? What did you see? What was your role in all this? And don't try to tell me you didn't have no role in this, okay?
Now, I'm gonna tell you this though. Like I said, in the murder, I ain't had nothing to do with no murder.
Okay.
Now, I'll say that till the day I die. They did. All 3 of them had to deal in the
Three
murder.
of them did.
Okay. Just from my understanding, man, all I knew was simple as this, you know what I'm saying? I knew, like I said, it was involved in a lick. It was involved in money. I'm interested, you know what I'm saying? It was simple as that. It came down to money, and then later it came down to, 2 people died for this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, what do you mean 2 people died for this shit? You know what I'm saying? I need to know what's up. I ain't even gonna lie. In the time, okay, I'm thinking, what can I do? You know.
Tell me about the lick. Who planned the lick?
What do you mean, who planned it?
Who planned it? I mean, who thought it up? Whose idea was it? How did we get into...
Alan came to me with the card. I knew what to do from there. I mean, just because, it's...
Well, I mean...
I've had past experiences.
How did he get the card?
Shit like that. They stole the card.
How'd they know to go there to steal the card?
That was all from Tiffany. No, like I said, that's all from Tiffany. Tiffany knew the girl. Tiffany knew these people. She knew these people had money. The people used to live with her.
Now, you say the 3 of them came up with this plot.
Now, see, this is all I knew. Like I said, he came to me. He was like, look, okay, I got a lick. You know what I'm saying? He done seen me pull licks. I just hit a lick, you know what I'm saying? All this other shit. He knows I'm good with it. Okay, I got somebody to call instantly. That's the first thing that will go through my mind. I got somebody to call. He calls me. I come down there. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what's up?
Come down where?
To Florida.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I come down here. What's the deal? Man, look, over 100,000 and over 100,000. Supposedly, Tiffany talking about the lady said they stole some kind of condo or some type of fucking townhouse they had for over $99,000 and shit. Okay, my interest is peaked. I'm ready to get the money. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't asking. I should have asked questions, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't asking no questions because in my mind it's like
I think you're just gonna get some quick money and go.
Get the money and all that. If anything, that's on y'all.
How do you know Tiffany?
I knew Tiffany because I robbed Tiffany. That's how.
Way back. You talking about in Charleston?
Yeah. Nah, I met Tiffany in.
Didn't you tell me before about taking the cocaine?
Yeah, I found a little box that had. I didn't know it was coke in it. Now it just had coke in it, weed in it, money in it. I just jacked the. Boom. I met Tiffany, jacked in the hotel. The next morning.
Which hotel was she in when you did that?
Shit, what the hell was the name of the hotel? The Budget Inn. Little cheap ass hotel.
Where at up there?
On International Boulevard.
On International?
Yeah, by the airport. You know where the airport is? Yeah, International. You got Best Western, Travel Lodge, and Budget is like the last one back there and shit.
Okay.
Met her in May. Let's see. I hit a lick for probably $14,000. I ain't hit a lick. The dude gave me the money, but you know what I'm saying? I sort of helped him out with some shit. He gave me $14,000. Boom, I called Alan.
What was the deal with that? He just Was he scamming somebody and you helped him out?
Basically, I conned the dude. I told the dude, I was like, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying I know it's bad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, it is what it is.
I conned the dude, and he was like, look, I got warrants and say he's an older dude. He was a retired senior chief and all this shit, but he had problems, you know what I'm saying? He had
You gonna help him out?
Nah,
until you got the cash?
Nah, I told him, I was like, look, nah, he handed me the money.
Really?
He went his way, I went my way. So technically, I didn't steal nothing from him.
What did he give you the money for?
He sold his house. He believed, I made him believe that I was a Fed, right? And then I got one. I know it sounds crazy.
What did you tell me? FBI, DEA?
Nah,
you just tell me you're smart.
How ironic.
They the top dogs. They the top
same
dogs.
Yeah, they are.
But nah,
he thought you were hunting him, or they were hunting him, and you were gonna let him slide if you took care of it.
I got on that computer. I made miracles happen. I'm talking about I created warrants. You know what I'm saying? I found out.
What did you do? Just print them out, show them they had shit?
Nah, you can go to what you call it, the NCI thing, credit card, $30 a month. Bam, you can check on yourself, anything like that. You can get copies. It's hard to get into it, but you know what I'm saying? You can get copies. It'll, like you said, it'll print out. You can get it with a scanner. You can create anything.
Fortunately, in the end, the family of Carol and James would get justice, as all three suspects would get found guilty and would get sentenced to death in 2008.